So finally I had to replace the tires of this motorcycle. I went with the Apollo Alpha H1, same specification as stock, 150/60R17 and 110/70R17 for the front. And along with that, it's a mandatory thing to balance your wheels. So you see, the rear wheel was short of 25 grams and the front wheel was short of 20 grams, and they had stuck those weights after balancing. Now that's going to be a separate video. I had taken few clips while it was being balanced, so I'll make a dedicated video on that. But today I am going to install another accessory, that is a pair of horn, Hella horn. Now these are pretty small. I purposely chose a smaller sized horn. This is 77 mm dia. These are the Hella compact horn set or classic horn, whatever you say. I had found a beautiful location for this. I would be installing this horn over here, and the other one is going to be installed in the place of the stock horn. Okay, so, and of course I would be installing the Hella horn wiring harness along with this horn relay harness along with this. So this one is primarily made for cars, as you could see, so I need to tweak the connection, the wiring a little bit here and there, which I have already figured out. But for doing so, I need to take off a bit of the fairing bodywork, and probably I need to take out the fuel tank as well. We would see that. Unfortunately, my camera stand, the tripod, got lost somewhere. I couldn't find it, so a continuous video of the same won't be possible. But yeah, I would, as I progress in the work, I would give you all snippets. I would just show you all what's inside, what's underneath the tank. It's very complicated. I had taken it off once, so it's very complicated. I don't know whether I'll be able to do it single-handedly or not. Let's see. Definitely I'm going to give it a try. I have a timeline of 2 hours to do this job, after which I have an appointment somewhere. So let's see. I think I'll be able to do it. So along the way I'll update you all through this video, so stay tuned. So there we are, guys. The tank has been removed. It is a little bit of a difficult task. Nonetheless, I took the help of another person and I took off the tank, because you see, this is the fuel hose, and the length of the fuel hose is so small for obvious reasons. It's a compact engineered motorcycle, so everything will be in a tight state over here, small, short and tiny, whatever. So that's why I don't have a lot of leverage to keep the tank moved up a little bit so I can work down there. So it's a very difficult thing to do, but nonetheless it's done. So now you see a lot of dust over here, quite obvious. Even a 500-kilometer run motorcycle is going to have a lot of dust over here running in India. That's okay, I'm going to take care of that. These are the lines that I had made while I installed the Mad Dog Scout X. So today another set of line is going to go, the relay for the horn. I'm going to remove this stock horn from over here, and one of the Hella horn is going to be installed over here, and the other one, as I showed, down there. And the wiring is going to run from the battery over here, through here, and then finally to the horn. So let me just do the wiring first and install the horns, and then I'm going to show you, after which I'm going to put back the tank and everything. Right, stay tuned. So hello there, guys, good morning. Today is basically day 2 of this particular project, that I'm installing the Hella horn into the motorcycle. The tank and everything is just laid on top of it. I didn't install it properly. I couldn't complete the work yesterday. All the connections and everything is done, but me being a perfectionist, I need to take care of a few things here and there so that they are absolutely in the right order. So while putting on the tank, now this is one of a challenge that you face in these installations. Like you can see the horn. As I said, one of the horns will be in the stock on position, and the other one over here, right? And this putty is touching the fairing. As you can see, it's not moving, so it's touching the fairing. So I got to push it a little bit inside. So now I'll be taking off the tank along with the body fairing and all. So, and then I got to think of an idea of to move the horn a little bit inside. So once I'm done with all those things and the tank is removed, I'm going to explain the wiring to you all a little bit, how I did it, and then we are going to install back all the panels, fuel tank and everything, install it properly. Right, stay tuned. So we are now at the end of things, guys. The horn is successfully installed in the motorcycle. The horn relay harness is also properly installed. As you could see, I have installed horn number 1 over here in the place of the stock horn, okay, in the stock clamp, as it was hitting the fairing a little bit, so I had pushed it a little bit towards the inside of the motorcycle, that is this side, and the other one is over here in the radiator mounting. And now regarding the horn relay harness. So before that, let me give you all a brief explanation of why a relay is required when you install twin horns in the place of one horn in a motorcycle. So basically, from factory, if your motorcycle comes with a single horn, so the power, the electrical load in the wiring is for one horn. That's what is thought of while making the wiring harness of the motorcycle. So when you go for installing two horns, there would be more current drawn from that particular wiring, so that is not advisable. In case of these small horns, it's not that much significant. You could do without the wiring harness, but to be on the safer side, I did that. And of course, there's another reason for which you need the horn relay, that is to lessen the load on the horn switch, because more current drawn by the horn is going to have a greater spark when you push this button over here, when the circuit completes and the horn honks, right? So now what this button does, it only triggers the relay, and the relay passes the current from the battery to the horn. So there's no extra load to the horn button, so that's also going to be staying well. Now, as per the horn relay wiring, basic wiring, you need to connect it to the battery. There's one terminal to be connected to the battery via a fuse. I bypassed that and I had connected it to the accessory cable over here. Now why I did so, because sometimes the relay goes kaput, and in that case the horn starts honking even without the key in the ignition. So that's a mess. That's a situation nobody wants to encounter. So that's why I had installed it. I had connected it to the accessory port. That is going to eliminate that particular issue, because the accessory port gets current only when the ignition is turned on. And also that eliminates the need of an extra fuse which came along with the relay harness, because the accessory port itself has got a fuse in the stock fuse box underneath this, right? So that eliminates that. So I had subtracted that from the wiring harness of the relay. So the relay and everything is over here, as you could see, and it has been tied in over here along with the light relay, the Mad Dog light relay. So everything is proper over here, no messed up wiring over here. And then I ran the cable from here through here with proper cable ties to this main wiring harness of the motorcycle. It runs parallelly to that over here, and these are the stock horn jacks to which two of the terminals came in and got connected, and the other set of wires One of them came in and got connected in the positive terminal of the horn, any of the terminal of the horn. There's no positive or negative over here. And this is the ground. Okay, and the ground cable I had connected both the horns ground cable over here, the other one from here. One is very difficult to show, but yeah, one of them is the positive one, this one, and the ground they came and together they got connected into this pole, which is a proper ground. I tested it with a multimeter, right? So that's how they get connected, and I could make you all hear the horn sound now. Quite loud. Quite loud, isn't it? So that's about the wiring. So you see the the connectivity over here underneath the fuel tank is a lot complicated than other motorcycles. There are a bunch of hoses, only one electrical cable. Okay, and this is the fuel line, which is quite small. Keeping in mind the compactness of this motorcycle, this is the spark plug. This comes with only a single spark plug with a clamp on top just to keep things secured over here, and a bunch of other electronics. This is the ABS motor. This is the air filter inlet. A lot of other electronics. So in future, when I need to take away the throttle body, I need to remove the battery first, then the airbox, this particular clamp, then the airbox, and then the throttle body. That video will also be coming up in 6 months time perhaps, because the bike is running absolutely fine, no issues whatsoever. So I don't want to disturb the throttle body in this situation. Okay, so that is about it. I'll now install back all the fitments, the tank, the fairing and everything, and then conclude the video. Stay tuned. So finally it's done, guys. The tank, the fairing and everything is up and installed properly, and the bike now has a better horn. Let's check it out. Very loud. No malfunction light. Perfect engine noise. I mean, perfect engine sound. It has been cold started, so I'm not revving it, but I'm sure everything is just fine. There is one horn sitting there, and the other one is in the place of the stock horn. So the reason for the horn relay is basically, as I mentioned, proper current output towards the horn, and so that the stock wiring doesn't burn up or any mishap happens. And I had connected it to the accessory outlet of the motorcycle, so I'm going to ride it for a few kilometers and check if there is any drop of the horn noise. I mean, if there is any improper noise output from the horn, then I'm going to then I need to change the connection from the accessory line to directly to the battery, which is basically the actual procedure of installing a relay, as the relay of the light is also installed like that. But as of now I don't find any difference. I had installed it first in the battery, and then I had installed it in the accessory cable, and there was no difference in the noise output. There was no drop in the noise decibel, and no misbehaving from the horn itself. so I had installed it in the accessory port just to avoid a situation wherein the relay might go bad and the horn starts honking all by itself. So that the possibility of that situation is avoided by doing this. People who play around a lot with relays and all will be able to understand what I'm trying to say over here. But nonetheless, next time I'm on my motovlog setup, you're going to hear this new sound from this new Hella horn. They are compact, and the best thing about them is the finish and the power consumption. They consume 4 amp each, so 4 for 8, and the amperage of my motorcycle battery is 9, so I didn't want it to go beyond 8 or 9 amp. There was another horn available, which is the Hella S90, which is installed in my Highness, as you all have heard it before. That horn is also good, and it comes at a cheaper price as well, much cheaper than this one. But the problem is that horn is a tad bit bigger than this one, so installing it in this motorcycle in that tight space could be a challenge. So that's why I went with this particular horn, which sounds good. If you ask me, as of now, I like the Highness horn sound better than this one, but maybe this one is also going to grow on me. So let's see. So I'll just end this video over here. Please take good care of yourself, guys. Have a lovely day ahead. Bye bye.